Good morning, everybody. OWA Live. Lynn B. Thurgood here. Just wanted to put a message out to all of our clients and folks that we care about relative to recent events. As we all know, the coronavirus worldwide pandemic is creating all kinds of financial challenges. I wanted to address that a little bit today with you. Certainly, we're all feeling the impact of the bend on market positions that we have people invested in. As you remember, most of that market position on actively managed accounts is got some market risk to it, but low risk as we define that. So we're going to bend, we're not going to break, and so we just wanted to address that. And most of that money obviously is in what we call bucket 4 or rainy day money. So we're able to absorb some of these unknown situations. I heard on the radio this morning that this is an unprecedented event since way back in 1918. So how we deal with it, how we react to it, certainly is an unknown for all of us. And I'm hopeful that this will get control and we'll have some restoration of normalcy here, but it may be a month or two. So we need to be prepared for that. Here's what I'm suggesting to everybody. There's a saying out there, Mr. Buffett, I believe, coined the phrase that it's only when the tide goes out that you know who was swimming naked. Okay? Well, the tide's kind of been going out here lately. The markets have lost upwards of 8,000 points. And so that certainly is a concern. I think that in our investment philosophy, we have a lot of our money in the green category. Green is completely protected from any market loss. So all of those positions in the green category, typically our fixed index annuity positions, there's no loss there. The worst case scenario on those monies over a 1-year period is if the markets are doing very, very poorly, we earn 0. And in fact, that's only on the money that's linked to market strategy. If we have fixed accounts, those are still earning 1.5%, 2%, 3% interest. So that money's safe, and that's the way we positioned it. And that's typically buckets 2 and 3 and so on and so forth. Now, in that quote I gave earlier about the swimming naked type of thing, we're not swimming naked with any of our clients' money. We might be tide going out and seeing some whitey tidies or some other things that we don't want to be seen in perhaps, but that's going to be a short-term scenario, and we want to assure everybody that we're watching it and that our managers are watching it. And we know one of our managers had a quarter back in 2013, 2012, somewhere in there, where they were down that quarter about 15%, and yet that year they ended up 15% positive. So these are just the natures of the ebbs and the flows, and we want to assure everybody that, with that small part of the money that's exposed to that area, we're watching it, and active management is the way to go. I feel concerned for those that are completely exposed, and so hopefully they will have some restoration as well. Now, we need to be aware that the markets are about where we were in about 2017. Let me just share with you real quick this chart that I have over here. If you look at the chart, this goes all the way back to the year 2000, and the markets, if you can see the numbers there. And then we hit through the 2001 correction. That was the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the technology bust. Markets recovered. In 2008, it got back to even, started to make some money, and then boom, we had that banking and mortgage crisis, and down they went again, 55% loss. Okay? And then, since then, we've had an unprecedented 12 plus years of a bull, and we've been telling people for a good 2 or 3 years now, watch out, because markets correct about every 8 to 12 years. We didn't see this coming as far as the trigger, but from a timing standpoint, we knew that this was around the corner. The economy's strong. There's a lot of reasons why this recovery could be fairly quick after all of this bottoms out, and the markets don't like uncertainty and they don't like fear. And that's what's hitting us right now. So hopefully in the next month or 2 or 3, things will, straighten out a little bit, and we'll see some returns. So just reminding you, because here we are, we ended the year 2019, nice. Well, since then we're down to where we were about 2017. So keeping things in perspective is all I'm saying. no need to panic per se, but certainly be concerned, and we're paying attention to that and want you to know, okay? The other thing we want to encourage you to do is be very careful with your health. Avoid large groups. Wash those hands frequently. Stay away from folks that might be ill. If you're feeling ill, stay home. All of those good recommendations that are coming from all of our folks in the country that provide leadership in these types of things. So pay attention, follow the guidance and the counsel that's been given, and we're hopeful that we'll all come out of this in the next month or two and get back to business. So any questions, feel free to give us a call. We want to assure you that we're here, and going forward, we may be reducing some of our client face-to-face meetings. It may be done digitally or over the phone. So when you see those types of announcements, or we say we're going to do a phone call instead of a face-to-face visit, you'll know why. So let's just be smart, be wise, and hang in there. This economy is still very, very good, and I think that we'll come out of this very quickly. Again, markets don't like uncertainty or fear, and that's really what's driving everything right now. So until our next session, be good, be healthy, be happy. We look forward to our next chat.
Hi everyone, this is just an extension of our OWA Live for this week. We have a special segment on how to prevent getting the coronavirus and prevent spreading it. So the CDC has put out a few tips on how we can do this. Make sure you're washing your hands. When you wash your hands, you want to wash for at least 20 seconds. If you're not able to wash your hands, you can use antibacterial hand sanitizer. You want to make sure it has at least 60% alcohol. So that will keep you kind of safe from those germs. The other thing you want to make sure to do in that area is not to touch your face, your eyes, your nose, because those areas are very susceptible to catching anything that may be going around. The other thing is avoid close contact, especially with those who are sick or who have symptoms. You want to make sure that you don't really get within 6 feet of them. If you need to, a friendly wave is okay. You don't want to shake hands, and maybe a little elbow bump is okay as well. If you are sick, please stay home. We don't want to spread the virus. We're trying to keep this contained and keep it low numbers. Make sure if you are coughing and if you're sneezing that you are covering them with a tissue and not your hands, because that can add to the spread of everything. You're touching a lot of stuff. Even better, you can cough into your elbow. When you are sick, also please wear a face mask. You do not need to wear a face mask if you are not sick, but if you are taking care of someone who is sick, then you can wear a face mask. That is recommended. A lot of people have been buying face masks, and doctors keep saying don't do that because there's adding a shortage and people who need it don't have it. So please be aware of that. And then things that are touched every single day, like your phone, your tablet, your remotes, be sure to clean and disinfect those daily. You can use bleach kind of watered down. There's a bunch of formulas for that online, and you can look that up. Clorox will also do really well there. But just so you know, those disinfectants that we typically use on a day-to-day basis, those do kill the virus, so those will keep you safe. If you have any questions, let us know. If you want to submit those by clicking on the link below. We appreciate you and hope you guys stay happy, healthy, and safe.